over the past week, I've been trying to figure out the proper term for what we've been doing to the jet, and I think I finally nailed it down. Bug chasing.
Oh, no.
Ew. If you don't know what that means, look it up. Be prepared. Demonetized. Welcome to Daddy's Money Garage in John's driveway. You know, people were wanting you to do something with this thing.
I'm wanting to do something with this thing.
This video is going to be like a saga, essentially, because we didn't have enough in one day to make one interesting video, so we just did it over the course of a week. I think we've improved our chances of survival by like tenfold.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah. Harley, are you happy that we've increased our chances of survival?
No comment.
Okay, cool. Let's just go back to Monday. John, we were so close to that insurance check.
Yeah, you know, if this thing had failed better, it would have caught the car on fire.
Yeah, then we would have really gotten paid. Also, our stickers are just all coming loose. They can't handle the heat, so I think we're going to have to relocate these. Anyway, that's not the point. We broke it. I broke it.
Parts broke it.
Parts actually broke it. I had to call John and get him to come out to tow this car to a parking lot off of the James Robertson Bridge in downtown Nashville.
Which has no shoulder.
Which has no shoulder. So I almost got hit about 900 times while I'm trying to fix this car on the side of the road. John tows me to a parking lot, and we noticed that there's fuel just leaking out of the air bleeds in the back of the carburetor, and the fuel pressure was exceedingly high. We got it running again and got it back, no problem. I come back on Sunday to try to start this thing up, and it's just gushing fuel out of it. Sabrina's dad was with me, and we noticed that this fuel pressure regulator was reading extremely high, and we had set it at what, like 6.5 pounds before?
That was what we started with, yeah.
Yeah, we think to just drop the pressure. As you can see, the screw is not even in it, and it was still reading 7 pounds. That's a pretty good indicator that the pressure regulator is bad.
Well, it's supposed to go 1 to 10, 1 to 11.
1.5 to 11.
Yeah.
But you know who else says it's bad? Nitrous Express. I called them and told them the symptoms, and they said, yeah, the regulator's bad. Nitrous Express didn't even want the old one back. They were just gonna send us another one, but I got it through Summit Racing, so I called them, and they actually upgraded us. They got us an Aeromotive. This one is a lot nicer. Same fitting style, same everything, and hopefully less junk.
Aeromotive makes great fuel pumps. The 600 horsepower E85 guys love them.
Now I guess what we're gonna do is we're just gonna swap this broken piece of junk out, get the nice pretty one in, and then maybe I'll be able to drive it somewhere and not bother my neighbors and go bother somebody else's neighbors. Don't bother your own neighbors, go somewhere else.
Hey look, it's got a gauge on it now. You can read from the side of the car it's on.
Yeah, I built that out of like stuff that I just found at Ace Hardware. It was $19.
That was...
For brass, yeah.
Okay.
And the sealant, so.
Yeah.
You know the little L elbow? That was like $8.
Yeah, that stuff's spendy.
Whatever, it's fine. It said street on it, so I figured it'd be, you know, it had power. Now we have to get this regulator out. All the fuel lines are disconnected. We lost some gas. Oh God, the paint's coming off.
It was spray paint. That's
Well,
why it's coming off.
That's what more spray paint's for. Oh yeah.
I prepped that so good.
Well, it didn't hold up the gas, John.
It's Rust-Oleum. It's not supposed to.
Oh man. Oh, that looks like crap.
Yeah, it does. That's a bummer.
That's easy to replace. We can just, you know, put a towel down and hit it with some spray paint or paintbrush. It's not like it's hard to repaint or anything. We got the regulator out. We're gonna swap the new one in and see how it works. Here's our new construction. Now you can actually read the fuel pressure gauge.
From the side it's on?
Yeah, that's probably smart. We probably should have done that like when we put it together, honestly. And somehow this thing is leaking gasoline? And it's not even, I don't understand.
It's because there's more pressure in the tank.
Well, it's pissing me off is what it's doing, just taking off more paint.
Well, at this point, we're down to the original paint down there, so...
Hey, you know what? It's still got paint. Let's get the bolts in.
Okay.
So now what the instructions tell you to do is to flip on the pump with the engine off and check the pressure and set it to whatever, and then turn it on and set it to whatever you want. How long do we need to wait for this thing to seal? 5 seconds?
Read the instructions?
We can just kick it on. Let's see what happens. It's pipe thread, it should seal.
Stabilized at 2 3/4.
Okay, well then we'll bring that up. We'll go for 6 pounds of fuel pressure. 6 pounds. Hey, you know what? The bowl didn't overflow this time.
Sweet.
That's a good sign. a steady 6 pounds. Pump sounds good. It's holding steady. We should be in a good spot. Let's tighten that nut down and we'll fire it up.
Okay.
Remember what I said earlier about like, you know, go somewhere where you're not gonna make your neighbors angry?
Too late?
Kind of late now. That's the problem with working a full-time job, man. You ain't got all day during the week to work on the thing. So, well, John, you ready to be the subject of an angry Facebook post?
Sure.
This door sucks, man. This door sucks.
It's barely bolted on, man.
We need to put the other bolts in it, man.
We really just need to torque those down.
Engine running, you know, the highest point that needle reaches is 6 psi. It's fluctuating because the needles in seats are opening in the carburetor, so it's relieving the pressure, and the highest point it reaches is 6 psi. It running at all is a good sign that that was the problem. When the bad regulator was on it, it would just overflow out of the secondary bolt, because it would stick the needle in the seat and then it wouldn't let it go back down.
Also, we're behind Publix.
Yeah, I never thought that I'd be behind the Publix with this car. Before I do any kind of carburetor tuning, we need to make sure that the timing's on, because I got the piece to fix my timing light. So let's hook that up and see where it's at.
Okay, got new timing light inductor, which is not metal.
Yeah. They said it was metal. It's not.
It's not metal.
I've been gypped. Whatever.
That's a slur.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's making fun of gypsies.
Who's a gypsy?
Also put a mark on the timing mark down there, which you probably can't see at all.
Yeah, you know, we probably should have marked it when we had the thing apart.
There it is.
There it is.
Ah.
That'll make things easier to see.
It's really easy to get a GoPro in there when there's no accessories in that side of the engine.
We're gonna put AC on this car.
Are we?
Yeah, I'm never putting AC on this car. Don't get your hopes up, John.
Son, I am disappointed.
I'm used to hearing that. The engine was firing at 7 degrees before top dead center.
Okay.
And then one quick little turn put her right back at 14.
And then it fired up on the first press of the
Fired
button.
up a lot easier.
Yeah.
That's from me messing with it, trying to figure out why it wouldn't run the other day. Okay, so now that the timing is set, that should just stay where it's at. And now we can fix the stuff that I did to the carburetor and get her to actually run a little better.
Cool.
Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing, fuel level in the front looks pretty close, but the back is, you know, it's just not there. I dropped that needle and seat a half a turn when it was overflowing the other day, so I should be able to just move it a half a turn back out and it would be back where it was before when we set it right. That's an easy fix. So now I've got the carburetor set back to a baseline. The primary screws are a turn and a quarter out. The secondary idle screws are 3/4 of a turn out. That's how they set it from the Holley factory. So, you know, we basically set it back. We got the engine idling at a bit between 800 and 850. And I'm gonna hook up this vacuum gauge because obviously we care about the fuel mileage this car gets. Premium is expensive.
Yeah.
And this is a road trip car.
We're getting a beanbag for the back seat, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna sheet metal skirt to the floor. Someone suggested that and we actually talked about that.
We talked about that like a year ago.
Yeah, before the car even began its build.
Yeah.
There's been a cop driving around a few times. And every time he's driven by, it's been right after we shut off the engine. So, can't catch us violating a noise ordinance when we're not, when you pull up. She's idling at a steady 800 to 810. I've tuned the idle mixture screws, figured out where it wanted to drop and where it wanted to be happy. And now it's getting a steady 7 inches of mercury at the manifold, which means now we need to go up in power valve. Because we swapped it out for a 2.5 power valve. Now we need a 3.5. Now I get to cover the engine in gasoline again whenever I go get another power valve.
Just idle it with the pump off.
Just idle it until it's out.
Yeah.
That's probably smart.
Yeah.
Now that she's tuned up, it's time for more testing. And later on, we'll be putting in harnesses.
Yay.
One was electric, one was not.
Priuses make weird noises. Prii?
Prii.
Pre?
Plural? Prius? Prii?
You know what? Those hybrid things that get really good gas mileage. What's that like?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get mad at Priuses or Teslas because they're saving the gas for us.
Yeah, you know?
Thank a Tesla. Welcome to Friday. It's been, I don't know, when did we last work on this thing? Like, what, 4 days ago?
Monday or Tuesday.
Somewhere around there. I've been driving the Jet after work a few times during the week, and she's driving really good. A few days ago, I put a new 3.5 power valve in it, and that took a lot of the stumble and acceleration out of it. She's running real smooth. Still getting used to driving this thing. A part of that is feeling safe, and we don't really right now.
It's sketchy.
Because there's, you know, the alignment that needs to be fixed, which is going tomorrow morning.
It just wants to put you in a ditch.
And that's going to make it feel a lot safer. We also need to still put harnesses in this thing, and that's what we're going to do today. I don't even know if this is really going to be an interesting part of the video, but, you know, whatever.
No, it's probably only going to be like 3 minutes long. Hey,
Yeah.
boop, boop, boop. Hey, we're done.
Yeah, pretty
Yay. We won't get stopped by the police, hopefully.
Dude, if we get stopped, we just go. You think that Taurus is going to catch this thing?
Not in the 8th, but yeah.
You know, eventually, you know, realistically, it'll top out at like 80, and it'll sound bitchin' doing it, but the cop's just going to drive up next to us and be like, hey, man.
Yeah, he's not even going to be in overdrive. He's just going to be cruising.
Here's the harnesses that we have to put in that we've had for months and just for some reason never did. We put the seats in and then just didn't put them in.
Yeah.
Corbeau 5-point harnesses. 2 of them. Your passengers have to be safe too, so, you know. I mean, it's better than a ratchet strap.
I mean, if you got 3 people in the back seat and a beanbag chair, then a ratchet strap's good to go. Just wear helmets.
Dude, we don't even need the beanbag. Just ratchet strapping with a firewall. They're not going anywhere. We're going to do what we've done through this whole build and look at the instructions
Briefly,
and then throw them away.
probably.
I don't know if this is going to be any kind of riveting footage, but it may just cut to the harnesses being in like an hour or so. Let's see how this goes. It's complex. So I have gotten the shoulder harnesses in on the driver's side. John is currently cleaning out the hole for the lap belt, which is full of bed liner. Yeah, that was well thought out. You know, I've heard before that 5-point harnesses aren't legal for the street. Is that true? I'm the paralegal. I should probably know that.
I'm pretty sure in Tennessee you just need to have a seatbelt if your car came with it.
The DOT probably has something to say about it, but I don't work for them.
To hell with the DOT.
I used to be the guy doing the inspections.
Oh, everybody hates you now. One more thing, John. While I'm holding the camera and you're working a ratchet, have you like noticed that there are like people that think I did nothing to this car? I only, you know, built the engine, built the brakes, all 4, plumbed the brakes, built the clutch linkage, picked every single part. I did nothing, John. Nothing.
If you want to say that, it's your words, not mine.
Keep working, John. Work harder.
The beatings will continue until the morale improves.
Welcome to corporate America.
yeah, all right.
Hey, John, look. It's those things that we probably should have installed before we drove it like 40 miles. They're in. They're good. Everything's anchored. Grade 8 hardware. It's gonna feel a lot safer when we drive this thing like a half hour away tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's hope the wheel doesn't fall off.
We should probably double check all the wheels before we hit the road for that trip.
Nah, man, just let it go. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. It's the universe.
I don't believe in the universe. Life isn't real.
What?
What?
Well, it is early o'clock. Hey, there's a rabbit. Well, the Jet's about to go get its alignment in Lebanon, which is about, I don't know, about half an hour from me. I guess I get to make all my neighbors angry. Cool. And John's not here yet, so I don't have to start it yet, but he'll be here soon. Well, let's see how this is gonna go. There he is. Good morning, John.
Hi.
Did you sleep at all?
No. I was cleaning up my garage after that, and I got too excited about organizing, so...
Yeah, you would get excited about organizing. Well, are you ready to follow me while we drive this car half an hour away to get the wheels lined up?
Can we go to a gas station first so I can get a Red Bull?
Well, the car's gonna need like 2 minutes to warm up, so let's get her warmed up so she's easy to move. John, we survived the drive. We are at Pugh's Tire and Auto Service, getting the Jet aligned. And Jason, his tech, has come in on a weekend.
He's over there somewhere.
He's over there. And we have just figured out how much tow this thing has. Jason, how much tow is in this?
As you can see on the screen, it's got 6.5 degrees of
just
tow,
gonna
and
come
the steering
around.
wheel's still 2 degrees to the left.
It's, you know, it's not strict. Was it safe to drive here, do you think?
No,
No. Oh, wow, yeah, you can really see.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Dude, I drove 30 miles on this. You're gonna get it fixed up.
Oh yeah.
Because we're not qualified. So
Obviously.
thank us surviving to them.
yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, well, we'll get out of your way and let you get to it. This is Josh Pugh, by the way. He's the owner of the place. He's been a supporter of the Jet project since the beginning, and now he's helping us at the end of it.
I think literally like day one.
Yeah, literally like day one.
Yeah.
So thank you. You're welcome. And thanks for tolerating our piece of junk being in your shop.
Oh, that fits right in.
That thing's beautiful. What are you talking about? The Jet looks beautiful.
Yeah, that's pretty mad.
That thing is great. What is that?
That's a 69 Plymouth Fury parts car.
I've never seen a 69.
You can even sit in it if you're brave enough.
Oh, I see about the brave enough part. That's what my heater box looked like in my car.
Oh, there's a family in that seat, or there was.
This thing needs to be back on the road.
If it wasn't for the roof being rusted out, it would make a great police car replica or something like that.
Oh yeah, because they did use these as cop cars.
Yeah.
Yep. Did they still lead fill by this point, or is that just body filler there?
So this was a vinyl top car, and that would have been, I don't know, on my Roadrunner, on my 69 Roadrunner, it was lead filled. On this, it's a 69 also, so I assume it would be.
I would drive this every day if I could afford the gas.
Well, right now it's pedal powered.
This could be your first EV conversion right here.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure that
I'm
the
down.
world would implode if I converted this to EV.
I'm down.
I know you're down, John. You're down for anything that makes people angry.
Yeah.
You want about a half a degree less on this side than on that side because of road crown.
Yeah.
You got a degree and a half more on this side, so that's why it's pulling
That
so
would
hard.
explain
left.
why it wants to go into the oncoming traffic.
With it being so far out, I've set everything kind of closer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna redo it, reset it up, and then we'll go from there. But I just wanted y'all to see.
Oh yeah, no, I fully expected that. You know, in fact, I expected broken parts.
Yeah.
So
I maxed these size cam bolts out,
yeah.
and you're right at 2.5, 3 degrees.
Okay.
That's as much as it's gonna be able to come out.
Okay.
So when I reset it up, I'm gonna bring this side down, and what you want to do, you want to match it.
Okay.
With this one being maxed out, that's as much as you can do, and then I'll match this side to it where it drives straight.
It being maxed out, is that like just a design limitation or?
As much camber as the factory will put in there, anything other than that, I'm sure they offer aftermarket adjustable.
Well, yeah, you gotta change the whole bolt thing.
Yeah,
out.
that's what it is, where you can adjust it out more. That's what it is, it's laying in on this side.
Okay.
So you pull it out as much as you can.
Okay.
It's more related to 50 years of age and wear and tear.
Yeah, yeah.
Settled, yeah.
Doesn't matter if we rebuilt it, we rebuilt it with 50, 60-year-old parts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jason.
Yes,
That looks a lot safer.
Yeah.
This looks safe.
what I did is, you got your before and after measurements. You see it was -5 degrees. Now I got it to +3, right above 0. This side was positive, and I brought it down to -3. Then I got your caster where it would drive straight, you know, the half a degree. And I went ahead and set your toe, and I got your steering wheel straight too.
Awesome, man. Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
It's not every day you get to work on trash.
Hey, look, they're both pointing the correct way. I like it.
I actually aligned the
You have
DeLorean.
a DeLorean?
Yeah, I aligned the DeLorean. Drove
Oh,
it
man.
and everything.
I want one of those so bad. A buddy of mine had one for a while.
Oh yeah, dude, I want to race
Caprice
that.
on 32s.
I like it.
Dude, we're gonna do that to the Jet and bring it to the drag strip, right?
So that is y'all's ski. It's forward. That's it in the middle part, and that's the finish part.
Perfect,
Y'all
man.
can have that.
Thank you. I'll
Sweet.
have to put this in the file.
Run it up the road and back, and let us know how it does.
Yeah.
Let me move the stuff out the way. It gives power to the pan. Duration?
Yeah.
Long.
After a test drive, she's driving a lot safer. Like a lot straighter, a lot safer. She's driving great. I don't think I'm gonna die. John and I are going to run up to the bank and get some money out because this is not being done for free. We would not ask that. No. And they did an awesome job on a Saturday coming in for us. You ever need your classic car line and you're in the Nashville area, come to Pew's Tire and Service because they're great people. And they did not ask us to do this. This is done of our own will. There you go, man. 60 bucks.
I got it to you.
Don't worry about it.
Sure?
Yeah, don't. I promise you, don't worry about it.
Man, I appreciate the opportunity, man. Let's go line, man.
Man, we appreciate y'all doing the work. Man, I feel a lot less like I'm gonna die.
I heard that. I heard it. As far as driving, you should.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
gas pedal's your responsibility.
That's bad. Yeah. Now it gets to go to Portland to finish up some welding because we still got the subframe breakers welding. So I don't know if you saw that. They're just kind of tacked
Yeah,
out.
I did.
Yeah, it's, you know, everything comes out in the wash, doesn't it?
Yes.
Thank you, Jason.
Killer car, man. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good one, y'all.
You too.
Remember a couple videos ago I made a joke about taking the jet to buy groceries?
Yeah.
It turned out to not be a joke.
I know.
Yeah, this is actually a great part for picking up groceries because there's no back seat. And nobody wants to park next to it, so you don't get door dings.
Woohoo! Did you really just do that?
Welcome to Sunday. We drove the jet to church. You look great, by the way.
Do I?
Yeah.
My makeup is all like smudge.
You were mortified when we pulled up in this thing.
Oh my god.
Your dad didn't care, and that's good because he's gonna finish up the welding that needs to be done.
Today.
Yeah, so now we're gonna go eat lunch.
Eat lunch and then work on the jet.
We have some welding that we need to do. If you guys remember, this car originally started as a slant 6 with the automatic, and it is now a V8 with a 4-speed. Being that it was automatic, this plate did not come with the car. This is a reinforcement plate for the clutch linkage. And if you don't have this plate, it bends the sheet metal like it has, because this has not been welded in yet. So before we even start welding on it, we gotta bend this thing straight. That took all of 3 seconds. I think you hit it like 3 times.
Well, I'm hitting that's a 4-pound sledge,
Yeah.
and that's an extended punch, so.
This is John, other John. This is Sabrina's dad, my future father-in-law. And he
Hello.
is a master welder.
Not.
He does big truck stuff. You're gonna be doing the welding today because I am utterly unqualified to do it.
And I'm just slightly that much better. We're gonna take and put the bracket to where we're gonna plug weld these 2 locations
That you've already
to the
cleaned
frame that are already cleaned up. I went ahead and cleaned up the inside here, and then I need to clean up the back side. Get rid of the paint so that the electricity flows and we get a good weld.
And you have all the nice tools. That looks like it's gonna fit perfectly square.
We're going to be using a DC inverter, 80 amp stick welder.
Sweet. Your dad is saving this car from breaking itself. It already kind of tried, but he fixed it with 3 hits with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, Daddy's pretty cool. That's awesome.
I don't like the smell of my burning flesh.
Oh. Oh, that's a good idea. I smell burning hair.
Because we're trying to weld sideways, your pool's constantly trying to run away from you.
Yeah.
We've got it, the first pass done. We're going to take and clean up all the slag because we're stick welding. The slag takes and creates a barrier to keep the steel clean.
Yeah.
So we're going to go back in, let this cool off for a second, and knock all that slag off, and then see what the weld looks like underneath.
If we wanted to keep the pull from moving, we could just roll the thing on its side. I mean, I don't think anybody would notice.
That was my idea.
Remember how I said you have all the cool tools? This is one of them. Needle scaler.
What does it do?
It scales with needles.
It's on an air hammer assembly. Takes and punches all these little rods out individually. They work as little fingers, and they just sit there and beat it.
Yeah.
And knock everything loose. And now I see everywhere that my weld's missed, and where your clip was loose.
Oh, cool. Oh, that just pops back in. I thought I saw something fall off.
Right up there on the brake line.
Yeah, it's just a retainer clip. We can tap that back in.
You can see I got a weld in the center. Around here at the connecting edges of this hole, I did not get good penetration. This one, I got some around the edges, so I'm gonna go back in with another pass and fill in these gaps.
Yeah, and then it'll be like pretty much looking like solid metal.
That's the goal. Let that cool down a second and we'll give it another whack with the scaler.
You look like you're working really hard.
I'm about to get to the fudge.
Well, there's cleaned up. And I'm gonna be nice. Let's go ahead and tighten that down.
Okay. I don't think there's any torque spec for it.
Yeah, it is. It's called German torque.
Oh, good and tight.
Good day. That good?
Yeah, it's probably good.
It's got a divot there and a divot there I'd like to fill in.
Also, fix the brake hose retainer clip with a set of pliers I never even heard of. Those go straight up and down. It's like Channel Locks Plus.
I don't think that's gonna go anywhere.
Oh yeah, she's plugged up. That's good. Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Well, now that the clutch reinforcement plate is welded in, John's under there welding up the subframe connectors, finishing it up. They were already kind of welded in, but they need to be finished up. Welding upside down looks like fun.
It is not.
I'm sorry.
There's not a lot of good metal under here to weld to.
Well, yeah, it is a Mopar. Oh, well, it doesn't matter if it's ugly.
Well, when you flip it upside down and everybody sees the bottom side, I don't want to blow them. Ew, look at those welds.
Well, when I get out of the hospital, I'll be sure to tell them that I did it, and then delete this video. When we're done, do you want to drive it?
Yes.
You're not worried about its structural integrity?
No, not one bit.
Awesome. That makes me feel good. The subframe connectors are in, thanks to John, Sabrina's dad. Thank you. There's obviously a qualification difference here. Your dad finished a major part of the jet for us.
And I'm trying to cook dinner.
What are you making?
Your favorite, Scotch eggs. Come help.
Cooking. You're like getting video evidence of my death, right? So as promised,
Ignition,
you're gonna drive the jet.
fuel, fans, lights, ignition.
I'm scared. Do you like it?
Oh yeah. I'm waiting for blue lights.
Yeah, me too.
Is it fitting we're at the funeral home?
Yeah, probably.
My mother-in-law's asleep. Or was.
Was. What do you think of this mirror that, you know, everybody hates?
Yeah, it's useless. I want a side mirror.
Did you have
But-
fun?
Yes, it was fun. If I could find second, it would be more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wants to start in third.
Well, we did take off in third.
Yeah.
Smell a little clutch, but
It's new.
we did it. We
Yeah.
got a little burn in there, and no blue lights.
Yeah, somehow we survived and didn't get pulled over because we were definitely speeding.
This is an undisclosed location, so we don't know where we're at, okay?
Beautiful Mexico. I can't
Alright.
get out on this side. You have a door handle and I don't. Why does everybody in this neighborhood drive pieces of junk?
Does this count? No, this is fine American craftsmanship. It's just old.
So I can already read the comments of people wanting us to do burnouts and stuff and like the constant disappointment that we are.
Well, I mean, my family's used to it by now. They should be.
All of our families are used to that. You're not really giving us anything new. The reason that we haven't done burnouts or anything like that is because of everything that we just fixed. Now we don't really have many excuses. Outside of the fact that, you know, it rained today so we don't have wipers. You can't see in the car, so you can't drive it anywhere today.
The wiper stopped everything?
Dude, just don't question my reasons, okay? For all you people that are patiently awaiting the abuse videos, they're about to come because we don't really have many excuses left, and we need to do our call-outs before the No Name Nationals.
Yeah.
So that people know who we're racing and targeting. I guess all that's left to say is like and subscribe so that we get paid for this. That would be cool.
If you're watching and you're not subscribed, just go ahead and hit the button.
You don't have to pay attention to us or anything, but we like it if you do.
We get more views than we get subscribers, so
Yeah.
hit the button.
Please watch.
Well, who was that politician?
It's Jeb.
Oh, yeah.
Jeb Bush.
That was great. I should just start adopting that strategy.
Please clap.
Please clap.
Please clap. Thank you guys for watching, and like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.
See y'all.